Whiplash has had a grueling schedule, and it ain't getting any easier. Monsoon tonight, then it's the reigning champs. To make the tournament, regardless of record, they need to look more like the squad that nearly won it all in 2020.
You know, their first two fights went south while they were on the defensive, and we used to see Whiplash outrun and outmaneuver opponents in those situations. It's possible the competition has caught up to this bot. Either way, if they're going to turn this season around, it needs to start tonight.
And Monsoon, not only a good robot, an emotional one. Tom Brewster and Tim Rackers, they couldn't come over because of the pandemic for the last few seasons. So Monsoon got a win in its last fight, and you could see tears in Tom's eyes. It meant that much to him.
Yeah, it's been a long road back for the Brits, and remember, this was a top 8 bot at World Championship 3. These guys know what they're doing, so with a couple of strong performances down the stretch, I think this team could be a top 10 seed.
And Kenny, how do these bots stack up on paper?
Well, the drivetrain numbers give Whiplash the clear advantage in the mobility department. Monsoon, on the other hand, playing the power game. They're a threat to end this fight in one shot if Maddie makes a mistake. And I think Forklink tells a story as well. Whiplash wants to get underneath and control Monsoon. The Brits, they want contact, hence those shorter 8-inch feeder forks. Now, compared to some of the other teams who run 10-15 deep, the Los Angelenos have been short-staffed in the pits this season, but Matt's brother Jason has finally returned after being away at school, so maybe we do see a more functional bot to finish the qualifiers.
A lot on the line. Let's see what happens. Farouk.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? It's time for the main event! In the red square, forget what anyone's told you. This is the ultimate driving machine. Fastest thing on 4 wheels since a young Lightning McQueen. But it's also a killer, so even though the driving skills are beautiful, they can go real slow in the procession when they're driving to your funeral. Give it up for Whiplash!
Team Whiplash, 0-2 for the first time ever. Captain Matt Vasquez on the right, and on the left is his brother Jason, who we were just talking about, Kenny.
Yeah, Jason has been Matt's right-hand man from the beginning, and his engineering skills have been critical to this bot's success. But this one is all on Matt. He needs to dictate the action, apply constant pressure, and look to score damage points with the vertical disc. That's what it's there for.
In the blue square, if you're a climate change denier, this bot is coming to your door. It won't knock on it, it'll burst right in till it's flooded all 3 floors. You'll be sitting on your roof watching your TV float right on by. And I'll wave to you from this episode saying, I told you it wasn't a lie. It's Monsoon!
Coming off their first victory since Season 4. The Brits are all smiles. You got Captain Tom Brewster on the right, Tim Rackers in the back, waving the Union Jack, and they're not pulling any punches tonight, Kenny.
No, they're going to let it fly with this massive 46-pound single-tooth vertical disc they call the Mauler. Spins at 225 miles per hour. Tom feels confident with the decision, but there's always risk involved in debuting a new weapon, especially in a fight as high profile as this one.
So it is speed versus power. Kenny, what do you think could be the X factor in this one?
Well, Monsoon doesn't have a traditional self-rider, and remember, that's why they lost that close fight against Black Dragon. Tom says the bigger disc should actually help Monsoon roll back if it gets stuck on its nose, but Matt Vasquez is surgical with that lifter arm, so it's something to look out for.
And if you're feeling like this one might be close, well, so are the pros. Look at this. It is pretty much a pick'em, Kenny Florian.
Yeah, kind of surprising to see so many taking Monsoon. Whiplash has the pedigree, but it hasn't been performing like its usual self, and it could be that the builders are starting to take notice.
Robots activate.
Okay, the pressure's on. Can Matty Vasquez drive his team out of an 0-2 hole? Or will the British bazooka put a massive dent into their tournament chances? The answer, when we return. This is BattleBots.
Welcome, folks. This is a community college team, which means we gotta go bigger. We gotta go harder. Oh, yeah! That means when we're up there on camera, we gotta be bigger and louder. And you know what, guys? I brought you guys in today to see what you got for me. Ralph, show me what you got. Oh, yes. Oh, Ralph, it's oh, yeah! Back of the line. All right, Tommy, let's see what you got.
You're gonna give me 94%.
Oh, Tommy, I like the energy, but it's 100%! Yeah. Back of the line. All right, Calvin, let's see what you got.
I'll tell you what, guys, Matt Carr's the best.
You know what, Calvin? I love it, the intensity, but it's, I'll tell you what, folks, Matt Catter's the beast. Oh, yeah! All right, folks, let's gather in. Everybody ready? Community college, 100%.
We are back on BattleBots. We are all set for tonight's final death match between Whiplash and Monsoon. Matt Vasquez's back is up against the wall, and Tom Brewster would love to launch his bot right through it. Whiplash, Monsoon, big-time tournament implications in this one.
70%, get rolling, then 100.
We got this.
Let the bot battle begin. Matt Vasquez with the box rush. Whiplash,
Oh, this is what they do best. Dictate the action and control their opponents.
Monsoon able to bounce its way out of the corner. Takes a jab from Whiplash. You see that ingenious design of Monsoon. The weapon module can actually pivot so that those feeder forks remain on the ground at all times.
Whiplash just slicing and dicing underneath Monsoon, now looking for a lift here.
And whoa! Whiplash puts Monsoon on its head. Monsoon retreats. Oh! Nice face-to-face shot. That one won by Monsoon.
Beautiful self-right and counter shot by Matty Vasquez there.
Whiplash trying to rip Monsoon into the battle box. That's what Vasquez does best. Monsoon looking for room to breathe. Whiplash gets underneath and drives it into the other side of the box. A control clinic by Whiplash here.
Now, did Whiplash shut down their weapon, or was that the effect of Monsoon's big shot?
Well, we know how big an effect the loss of a primary weapon can have on the scorecards, so keep your eyes trained on that vertical disc of Whiplash. Very important.
Oh, there's some spark.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty. Oh, so pretty.
Not getting by that armor, though.
Oh.
Let's go, keep going.
Whiplash racking up points in the control and aggression categories.
Oh, nasty shot there.
And another. Whiplash absorbs those shots, but at some point it has to prove it has life in its weapon, Kenny.
Yeah, potentially, unless they're trying to go for a knockout. See if they can invert Monsoon, get its weapon to maybe destroy itself.
Hammer! Closing in on the 1 minute mark.
Oh,
the pulverizer drops in.
Whiplash getting that hammer involved now. Feeling some damage there. Some damage to the front of Whiplash there, Chris.
Good recovery. Keep on him, come on.
Monsoon having some trouble with the floor.
This is a very close fight, Chris.
Wow, look at that.
Oh, man.
Serious strength by Whiplash, but how about the endurance of that weapon on Monsoon?
This has been a brutal fight, and both bots feeling it. But here comes the weapon of Whiplash, back from the dead.
And that could be a game changer, folks.
You saw this just get some damage in.
Matt Vasquez has controlled the pace to this point and is now saying to the judges, hey, you better believe that I still have an active primary weapon over there.
What a fight. Both teams have been super aggressive, willing to stand in and trade shots. Whiplash looked like it's lost its drive on that left side. Both weapons still alive. The judges are going to have their work cut out for them.
So these two big-time bots will end up going the distance. Highly entertaining match between a pair of veterans.
What a fight. Oh, that was good.
So for the third time in as many fights, our panel of judges takes center stage. A pressure-packed decision is in the works in tonight's main event. That was awesome. Kenny, Matt Vasquez says, I just want to outdrive the Brits. He did early.
Well, he certainly brought his aggression. He was taking the fight to Monsoon. He was closing that distance. He was getting underneath him early.
You know, I thought that new weapon on Monsoon held up nicely under pressure, and it started to chip away at Whiplash as the fight went on.
Yeah, it certainly did. See the forks showing some serious damage, front side of the armor, top of the bot as well. Monsoon is an absolute beast.
It seemed like Whiplash controlled the balance of the fight, but how do you think the judges are going to see it?
Well, I think we can agree Whiplash dominated the control column. Both teams stayed aggressive for the full 3 minutes. This should come down to a debate on damage. Whiplash surged ahead for me once it proved its primary weapon was functional there down the stretch, but Monsoon was able to knock out half of its drive and chew up those forks. Tough call.
Farouk has the results. Here we go.
The results from the judges are in. We have a split decision.
Oh, come on. No, I hate these.
Judge Lisa scored the battle for Monsoon. Judge Vaughn scored the battle for Whiplash. Judge Derek scored the battle for the winner.
Monsoon.
Whiplash!
It's up to you. You're the captain.